that thing didn't budge. Alright, so we gotta get us a pulley to go up there. Let me go down there where the water bug is, get that out of here, my bolt out of there. And we're gonna hook up a regular pulley, like steering wheel, old style pulley, steering wheel pulley. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, you see we got our steering wheel puller hooked up. I don't know, they probably got other tools. Don't ask me what size bolts and everything this is, because I just got a thing of bolts. If you can see right over here, I got this little metal case that I forgot, I don't even know where I got it from, and I got it full of a bunch of bolts and all that I use to pull off steering wheels and harmonic balances. So all different sizes. So don't even ask me. Don't even come with a kit and all. So we got our end over there. You want to make sure you get something flat or something that will go into that, and don't mess up, don't go inside the threading where that crank goes, where that crank bolt goes, or you're going to be in a world of trouble, man. So we're going to go ahead and tighten this up. And the object of this tool is that as I'm tightening this up, that's going to drop. Trying to help you guys out, man. We pay for nothing.
That's what's going to happen?
Yeah. Let's get that back on to the tip of this. And what this does, this will go down and hit right up against the crank. And as you can see, as I'm tightening up, the tool is backing out. Then it's going to get to a point where it's going to stop. Now, when I keep tightening this up, it's going to keep on and it's going to pull that pulley right off. So this is a 7/8 up here. So I'll go ahead and get my 17th. And I'm going to go ahead, and as I tighten that up, it's going to start pulling that pulley right off of there. Same principle as the power steering pump pulley.
At what point does it start moving?
It is, don't you see? If you look, you gotta look right there. Like, see how?
Yeah, but I don't see it moving.
It's because it's moving slowly. You see it now, Sivy?
No.
I can't believe Sivy don't see that moving. Tell guys, you see, I see it, Sivy. I guess we can't. If we say anything, if we disagree with her, that'll be the last time we comment on the channel. Y'all funny. You see it now?
No.
You don't see how far that is away from that cover?
But I don't see it actually moving away from it like I did with the power steering pulley.
Holy cow! What the heck, man? Man, this thing's on.
Okay, now I see it.
Man, that sucked. Down where the water bug goes.
When are you gonna get that out?
Oh, when I feel like it. Dang, you know what? This thing, it's just pressed on, man. There's no keyway or nothing. Just pressed on there.
Looks worn on this side.
Okay, let's set this down. What do we? What's up on there?
No! It was right by it.
Alright, let's see what we got in here. Hey, look how that crank is made. Huh. Go figure. That is weird. Oh well. Okay. All right. We are down to the nitty gritty. Let's set our light up over here. And the next thing we're going to do is remove our VVTs. Now, VVTs are all the same. You got 1, 2, and over here, number 3, and number 4. All 4 are the same, so it don't matter. We just take them out. It was a good idea to replace them, and we are definitely going to replace those. So
that's not what you told me before.
You make the rules. So I got my 10mm shallow 3/8 drive, my cordless impact, and that's all you do is go around, take off all 4 bolts. Then you might want to get a pair of pliers or something. Let's see if they come out by hand. Rock them back and forth. Pull them. No, they don't. See if we get a little screwdriver. That worked. Oh, look at that.
So now we're replacing them?
Yeah, see now that it doesn't mean well that those metal shavings could come from what the bearing. I'm going to guarantee it's coming from the bearing. So we can clean that up and put that back in there. But you know Sylvia's here, so you know how that goes. You're gonna replace those. All right, guys. So you know what? Let's take one out by instead of using a screwdriver, because you're gonna be now if you're gonna be reusing these, grab it about down here or something. Try to. That one came out pretty easy. All right, so let's get the other 2 out, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we got everything out. We are almost ready to take this cover off. Almost. Let's get these cooling line, transmission cooling lines out of the way. And if you see, they go around, and it's held on by a 13mm bolt on a bracket. So I got my 13mm shallow 3/8 drive, my cordless impact, and that bolt right there. So a long bolt just for a bracket. Okay, let's see if this just gets out of the way. If you can, try to move the line out the way and put that bolt back in there, you know, so we don't have no bolts hanging around and don't know where they go. I like to try to put them back. Hey, Tim, I got these bolts left over. Can you tell me where they go? Garbage.
Your bolt bucket.
Yeah, your extra part bucket. I know they just teasing us. All right, now we got a bunch of bolts around this timing cover.
I'm sorry, I have a question. You don't have to remove the cam sensors?
No, because the cam sensors are just going in there, and they're just hooking up this. So
you can pull it all together.
Yeah, pull it all out together.
Okay.
All right, so we got a bunch of bolts here, guys. We're gonna start with the 3 at the bottom. Let's get this light over here. Okay, we're gonna start with these 3 at the bottom. Now, what I'm trying to do is loosen them up, but don't take them out, because just in case some of these bolts are longer than the other. So what we're going to do is take the bolts completely out. Okay, and then just put it right back in. Now, what's cool about GM has these little plastic shims, like these rubber grommets that go on the outside of the on the outside of the bolt, but inside the cover. So there's a little tension here as I'm taking out, so they'll stay right there in the cover. That is cool, so I can actually leave these bolts right in there. Okay, then once we get these three, we're gonna start walking ourselves around. What the heck is that? Is that a bolt? That look like a... Is that a 13 millimeter also? Yeah, 13, and just keep going around. Just keep following on the outside of the cover. You might want to use a 13 millimeter deep. All right, we come around here, around the water pump. We got 1, 2, any underneath? No. 3, 4. Then we got there. We got an 18 millimeter right there. Then we're going to keep going around. And we can just remove this, get this bolt out of the way. And put it back for now. Oh, not that one. Over here. Here. Down here. And one more right there. Alright. I'm not sure if I missed anything. I'm not sure if the water pump, any of the water pump pulleys go back through the timing cover and into the block. The bolt. I highly doubt it. But we're gonna worry about that later. We're gonna pry it a little bit and see what happens. All right, so let's go around the cover, get all those bolts out, but don't take them out from the cover. All right, now what I'm gonna do is make it easy for me. I'm switching over to my cordless impact, which is a lot faster. And then I'm gonna do it that way. All right, let's get them all done and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we decided to, you know what, just in case, let's just take out the water pump. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10 millimeter bolts. So go ahead. No, they look like they're just going. Looks like, but we're gonna change the pump anyway. So. And so far, all bolts are the same length. Boy, somebody really stuck some silicone on that. All right, let's move our bucket up under there with the water bug. And take that off. All right, so what I'm gonna do is stick the bolts back in the water pump and put this to the side on the party line, and then we're gonna just, you know, jiggle the cover around to see if the cover will come off. We still got this bolt over here, and hopefully we don't have to go here and move all this out of the way. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is over here, I'm gonna take my pry bar, I'm gonna put it between the cover and the bolt on the cam. And that's what I'm doing. Like it moved. Okay, let's take our bolt out over here. Let's put that to the side because we want to put that back in. Just carefully go around here. Let's go right here.
Shouldn't you be holding it?
I feel a little bit of tension around here, but I don't see no more bolts. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this 18 out of here. Got 2 18 millimeter bolts, one right here and one right here. And this one is longer. So remember that, and this one got the bracket on it. So let's put that to the side. Now let's try this cover again. This sure feels like we got some more bolts on this. Oh, yeah, there we go. Forgot to take that one out right there. See, so this shows you, don't be going up there pulling on things. It's only stuck. Easy peasy. Let's take this up. Look at that chain setup. Got the bolts in it. Let's put this to the side. Okay. Look at that chain setup in there. Oh my goodness. Wow. GM. Yeah, crazy stuff, man. We don't see no broken pieces. That's good.
So is that how it's gonna look when I get my XT5?
I don't know. Cause I ain't.
It's a 3.6.
I ain't taking. So yeah, talking about me. All right, now we know we got to get down to take down the oil pan. So we're just about there. But I just noticed right here, our oil pan stops right there. Can we see inside there anything? No. So what we're gonna do now, what we have here, I see a bolt right here that's gotta come out. That's going to the oil pan. You know, we might just take out all 3 of these bolts just in case, because we don't want to get up under there and have a problem. Yeah, we don't want to have a problem. Man, that's kind of sucks. All right, what's about a 15 millimeter? All right, let's get our 15 millimeter. One. Two. Now, probably just the one will be good, but I would really like that if this whole bracket moved to the side, but I really don't think, you know, there's got to be a bolt. You know, they got to have a bolt back there somewhere. So let's just get this one out. So we know that one's going to have to come out. This one I just want to loosen up, and this one I'm going to loosen up. So now, before we get crazy, now let's leave that bolt right there. Take our bolt that was going through here. We can actually put it right there if we want, so we know it goes there. And the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is get our engine brace. We're gonna put it across. We're gonna hook it up to the intake and put some tension on this, and then we're gonna jack the vehicle up and put it up on jack stands. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, before we set up, I'm looking at the manual, and the manual actually said remove these 3 bolts, and that the compressor and everything should slide over to the side. So I'm gonna see. Whoops, that's tightening. Same length, and number 3. All right, all 3 is the same length. Of course.
But how can that move with the other bracket there?
I don't know. They said it. That's what they don't listen to the instructions. Let me see. There's a 4th bolt back there. Sure enough, there's got to be a 4th bolt back there. Wait a minute. We got a line connected to it right here. I wonder if that's. Sometimes, you know, listening to instructions suck. Wait a minute. I know you guys like, Tim, don't fire it, Tim. Get the other bolt back there. Yeah, I believe you. Alright, you know what? Right now I'm gonna just put these bolts right here. This probably is, but once I jack it up, I'll be able to see that little bolt, and then we'll look at it better from there.
And why do you need to move that out of the way?
I have no idea.
Oh.
The manual said do it. So I was like, okay. And somehow it's going. Well, this one I see, because this bottom one is going right into the oil pan. So I can see removing that one, but maybe there's the other one on the side that's going to the oil pan as well. All right, so let's get everything set up with our engine support bar. Get this set up over here. Then we're going to bolt some bolts to the intake, to our chains over here, and keep that engine up in place. Then I'm going to jack it up as high as we can to put the big jack stands up under it, so when, as you guys see it, you get some good shots up under there. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm going to let you know what we did so far, because I need to go over this with you. If you're following this video, I need you to pay attention. Do not half-step anything. Alright, first of all, you can see we got our engine support bar going across onto the fenders, locked into place. The two in the center, I got each end of the chain bolted into the intake, and then they come up on each side. I wanted it that way just in case something happens. I will always have one chain. So I got 4 chains holding this thing up right now. So in case one chain break or anything happens, I got the other side. That's important, guys, because remember, you're up under this 3.6, man, and taking this oil pan down. That thing come down, your fingers are gone, and you can cancel Christmas. It's done. No, well, no, you can still have, you just have Christmas without, you can't open no presents. Because you ain't gonna have no fingers. Or they're gonna look deformed. Oh man. To you guys and girls out there got arthritis, I'm sorry for the next comment, but it's gonna look like you got a serious case of rheumatoid arthritis. You ain't gonna be all like this. Trying to open up some Christmas presents or eat you some fruitcake. I'm gonna stop before Sylvie make me go there. All right.
I make you go there?
All right.
I don't find you funny.
Yeah, let's look up under the car now. Let's get up under the car now. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna do this part of the video, man. I know what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be funny as anything, man. Look out for the video. All right, jack stands. We have some nice. Don't get no cheesy set of jack stands. Get some nice heavy duty ones. Make sure you got a good solid foundation. I'm on concrete. I'm good to go. If you're doing this job on dirt, you better put a big piece of 2x4. Not no plywood, not even plywood, not even particle board. You want to get some nice 2x8s or 2x12s. Each of them, put them together. You need a solid foundation. Now you don't have to take off the tires, but I'm going to take off the tires so we can make sure we get good shots. I can't stress this enough, guys. This Cadillac is heavy. so if you decide to take your tires off like I am, even if you don't, if this thing comes down, you can forget it. It's done. Game over. The race is done. This car is heavy. It will kill you. So you have to make sure you have jack stands, safety as a, because safety is number one. Every step of the way, safety. All right, so what I got, we got that done. Usually I do is tell you guys to leave the hydraulic jack up under there, but that ain't gonna help unless you have a hydraulic jack on each side. Put another jack stands back there. Put everything back there. Throw the tires up under there. Do everything. Just be safe. Okay, I'm gonna take these tires off, and then we're going to get right to it. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright guys, now, once we jack this engine up, there might be enough clearance to get this oil pan out of here. But just in case, because according to the manual, we got to do something else. But it was weird, man, but we're going to do it this way. First thing we'll do, because we might have to drop the end of this chassis. So before we do that, we have to disconnect the steering linkage. Going down from the steering column to this 15mm bolt right over here. See that? Mm-hmm. So what I'm going to do is turn the wheel a little bit to get to it. Now I'm going to be using a 1/2 inch wobble extension, 1 inch, a 12-inch 1/2 inch drive extension, 15mm socket. Let me see if I can go in there just like that. Get my 1/2 inch drive gun and remove that bolt. Okay, once I remove that bolt, that linkage, so it comes up, just take it now. Oh yeah, also let me make sure once you get it like that, I'm gonna go take the key out to make sure the steering wheel will lock, because you don't want, if this thing has a clock spring in it, which usually it does, if that steering wheel completely turns around, you'll damage the clock spring. So let me go over here. Take it out. Okay, I just turned it and the steering wheel locked. Squeaky. And then I can take this off of here. Is it off? Dang it. Can you tell me if that thing, when I start wiggling it and pressing it, will it come out? Is it coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out. But looks like maybe it's stuck on something. But you are moving it.
That's gonna be good enough. Heck with it. I mean, always trying to go for perfection.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Okay, we got that disconnected. Alright, next, I'm gonna go up under the vehicle and you guys are gonna be to the side, and we're gonna start taking this stuff apart. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, I'm up under the car. Again, I am going to say, safety is number one. There is a lot of weight above my head. I want to make sure that this car is up secured. And not only with the jack stands, I stuck the tires right up under there as well. Give me a couple seconds. Get the heck out of here. Alright, now, looking up underneath, you're going to see two oval circles right on the frame right here. Now inside there's 21mm nuts that holding on to the motor mount. Here's the motor mount. Here's one motor mount right here, and the other one's right on the opposite side. So let me see if you can see in the mirror. Okay.
Through the cracks.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna take a 21mm. This part right here is where your 1/2 inch drive gun is gonna come in handy. So make sure. Okay, both of them. You're gonna take your 21mm deep, 1/2 inch drive. Have some safety goggles on. As you can see, mine's are invisible, so you just can't see them, but I got them on. And let's go ahead and take both those nuts right out of there. All right, we'll be right back. All right, we got those out, looking good. Here's your oil level sensor right here. Let's get that disconnected right now. You have a tab right there. You're going to squeeze that tab into the connector and then back up. You might have to use both your hands on this. Unplug it. Let's get that over to the side somewhere. Now, what the manual wants you to do, which is I think is wrong, but see, that's what I don't like about the manuals. The manuals are designed for people who are working on a lift. So sometimes you gotta sway away from what the instructions are. Now they want you to go up there and with your engine support bar, turn the rods to bring this engine up. This is a lot easier when it's on the ground, because what we're gonna do now is take our hydraulic jack with a block of wood. Do not put that hydraulic jack base right up against this pan, or you're going to break it. You're going to break it. Not a chance, you're going to break it. So we're going to get a little 2x4, get our hydraulic jack, put it up in here, and we're going to start now jacking our engine up as high as we can get it. That's why we took out the bolts, the nuts to the motor mounts, and then we're going to go up there and adjust our bar. Makes it a lot easier. So let me get my jack up on hydraulic jack up under here and a piece of wood, and we're gonna do this. No, you know, wait, you know what? No, this. We're gonna do that. But you know, while we're here, before we get into any trouble, let's just drain this oil out of this thing. All right, so looks like about a 13, is it? Yeah, it's a 13 millimeter bolt on the other side. And I mean, dang, we don't know how to drain oil. You got nothing that's doing this job right now. So 13 millimeter. Let's drain our oil back. And then when we come back, we're gonna have our piece of wood up on here with a hydraulic jack. All right, we'll be right back.